Alright guys, spring is finally about here in Nebraska, which means we can actually start working on stuff again. So I figured just as a refresher, we can First up, we've got my O2 2500 HD that I tow my trailers with. Big block, 8.1 liter gas with a limited slip rear, 4-wheel drive. It's my daily driver. Needs some exhaust work, but it starts up every time. I can get the camera to focus. Almost 300,000 miles. Still runs strong. But we're going to be doing some exhaust work on it. Probably not going to make it into a video. Oh, and the power steering pump needs replaced as well. That probably won't make it into a video because it's just my daily driver. But for a 20-year-old pickup from the Midwest, it's got a little bit of rust on the rockers. Nothing too terrible compared to how my old one was way worse. They usually rot to the ground. But this one's in pretty good shape. I got it from a guy who took really good care of it. It's my sister's old car. Something's wrong with the throttle pedal. Keeps going, not letting it accelerate. So they're just going to fix it and sell it. They bought her a Jeep. To make a long story a short story, we tried to trade this to somebody for parts. Didn't work out. We went and got it back. So this thing was gone, but it's back. 1500 V8 Magnum, runs, drives. The front end's all awful on it. So that motor's good. In the back tree row, we've got the Gold Ranger, the Wrecked Ranger, whatever you want to call it, that we threw together with spare parts, just enough to get it driving. I was daily driving this, and it's got a couple problems now. The clutch feels like it's not engaging. It's not disengaging properly. Rather, when you push the pedal down all the way, it's really spongy, and it feels like the clutch is still slipping. Still trying to grab, and it started knocking, and then it was running. I pulled up to the mailbox, and it just shut off. Didn't sound like it seized hard, just shut off. It still cranks over, but it cranks really slow. I think it spun a rod bearing. So we got to get into the engine on this. But if you notice something about our newest acquisition, the 42 Oldsmobile, it has a bad straight 8. I mean, there's holes in 3 pistons. It's junk. But the wheelbase is identical to the Ford Ranger. So what's going to happen is the Ranger's body is coming off. When the body's off, it'll be easier to get to the motor, fix the motor. We're dropping the Oldsmobile body onto the Ranger frame, keeping all the Ranger fuel injection, the 5-speed, all that fun stuff. And I'm going to make a new daily driver that looks like an old 40s Ranger. We've still got half of a F-150 here. I need to pull that out. It's a limited slip 355 full chromoly rear end. The axle shafts, the center section, it's all chromoly. And we had just put that together before Michael rolled that truck, if I remember correctly. So it's a good rear end. It's just barely broken, so I don't want to keep that. We got this truck for free from one of Hunter's friends up in Hemingford. Drove down there, trailered it back. His buddy thought it had a blown head gasket. Motor's bad. One of the heads of the pistons is missing, which you will have seen if you watch my shorts. Just the whole head of the piston is gone. It's got to be down in the oil pan. But for a Nebraska truck, I mean, there's no rust on this thing other than just a little bit poking out of the chrome. So I've got a spare engine that needs heads. I think we're going to put the two together, make a carbureted engine for this, and either use it as a shop truck or sell it. Try to get some down payment money for a house. Because we're thinking of moving the whole operation south, but nothing's set in stone yet. There's one little dent that I caused. Other than that, it's a perfectly straight truck. We've got Hunter's white Dodge manual 1500. Starting to rust pretty bad, but I don't think the other cab's any better. It's full of Bondo. We're putting the 360 out of the other truck into this truck with the 5-speed, and this will be a shop truck, or get sold for down payment money on a new property. Haven't decided yet. We really need to have a backup vehicle, so it'll probably hang around until we get something else running. We've got the rotten Torino that has nothing left to it. A bunch of the body parts are going to Flatboat Garage in Tennessee, I believe. He's coming down to No Name this year, and we're going to trade parts there. And motor and trans are coming out of it. The transmission's going in one of my other cars. Motor's probably going to get sold because I don't really care for 5.0s. But the interior, if the floor wasn't completely gone, this would be a nice car. The interior is pretty decent. Hunter's trying to work out a deal to buy this RV. What happened with this RV is Ray from 38 Racing messaged me and said that, asked me if I needed it in my life. And so the wind noise made this clip unlistenable, but basically, Ray from 38 POS Racing sent me a Facebook post on a group that we're both members of, asking me if I wanted this RV. And I was like, it was a guy who was traveling from Arizona to Wisconsin. He was broke down. He was towing a 78 Subaru Brat behind it. I figured I'd at least go look at the Brat. Tried to help him get going. Transmission's bad in the RV. I gave him a ride to the nearest U-Haul, and then I towed this here to store it for him for short term. So Hunter's trying to buy that to be our new no-name rig because it's really nice. It just needs transmission. This RV is Hunter's other RV that has a 20,000 mile 454 in it and a perfectly good working transmission. I think the transmission from that one is going in that one if we make a deal on it. And then this one's getting scrapped. Gold truck. If I had a title for it, it'd be a nice truck, but I don't have the title, so we're at parts truck status now. So the bed and the steering column's going to somebody. I'm going to keep the fuel tanks. The hitch is going on my van. Motor's going in my gray truck. Toolbox is going in one of my trucks. It's a shame I got to part it out, but I'm not going to hunt a guy down in Oklahoma to try and get a notarized copy of the title because they won't let me register it because the title I have is not notarized. We've got Si's Laguna. Not much has been done to this because Si's been busy at college, but it still runs. I think he has the thermostat pulled out of it right now. We need to flush the block pretty bad. He bought new tires for it I haven't put on yet. And it'll be a cool car when he gets it done. My Montclair, what we're doing in the Montclair is that C4 automatic out of the Torino is going in this Montclair. And then in front of that, I'm putting an inline 6 with 6 independent carburetors. So it'll be a Ford 300 motorcycle side draft carbs, independent carbs with a custom air intake. And I'm going to try and find some EFI headers that are in good shape because they flow really good. It may not be fast, but it'll sound good. I'm going to put velocity stacks on the carburetors. A lot of chrome so that if and when it blows up, it's spectacular. The 70 Fairlane, we're taking some parts out of the brown car for this, and then this I'm either going to tinker on it just enough to get it running and then park it until my son's a little bit older, or just not even tinker on it until my son's older. I haven't decided yet, but I want to do this car up for my son's first car. Of course, we still have the Scott's 5th Avenue here in the barn. It still runs and drives. Something's wrong with the timing. It's pinging pretty bad, but I just need to shoot a timing light at it. It'll be all right. Over there, we've got the gray F-250. It's pretty much exactly how you saw it in the last video. I haven't even opened the door on it, I don't think. But the gold engine out of the gold truck's going in that, and I'm going to turbocharge it. Build a nice little polling rig. We got Hunter's 90s cars, the gold Cadillac that used to be mine, and the Buick that he's building a drag car out of, potentially. It's supercharged, and it has no title, so that's pretty much all it's good for is a drag car. And then, of course, we've got the E350 van. It's going to be converted to a camper, and that's actually what I'm working on today as I'm doing some mechanical work to it before we do the camper conversion. Because it needs a new water pump, and it needs a new radiator, and the carburetor's leaking gas. I picked up a carburetor from Micah at Empire Rust when I was down there visiting. And then we're currently working on Hunter's truck, putting a new transmission in it. But I think that about wraps up what we've still got, what we've gotten rid of, what we're still working on, and what all is broken. So nobody's probably going to watch this, but I just wanted to do a little walk around update of what we still have and what we've been working on all winter. So I think we'll call it good there.